Hi, good evening, everyone. All right, guys. So we have Bhuvna ma'am with us right now. You guys already know her. You guys have already met her. The next in the previous class. I would like ma'am to just pitch into here. We can start the class. Ma'am, over to you.
A very good evening, everyone. Shubham, just give me. Can you hear me? By the way,
Yes, ma'am. I can.
okay. Any disturbance from my end?
No, absolutely. Voice is absolutely clear.
Okay, perfect. So, a very good evening to everybody. Uh, so a quick check. Are you all with me? Say yes. Thank you, Bhumika. Thank you, Namrata. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, perfect. So, just in case if there is any net issue today, we have some function in our society, so there might be some disturbance in between. So, let me know if my voice is not audible or anything as such, okay? So, a quick check. Say done if you have completed your assignment. Okay, perfect. Completed. Thank you so much. Okay, so anybody who has any doubt in the assignment that I had given? Any doubt? Okay, perfect. So another one notification from my end is that so I had requested RiarPro team Arun to switch to a meeting-based Zoom link so that we will be able to converse. So that we also can, do some activities and breakout rooms. We can just go and do some team activities. Okay. So, if you have not yet been, given a heads up, I will also like to tell you that this internship program gets over with a presentation where you will be presenting to two to three people, one from RiarPro, to me, and to a few of the startup ecosystem enablers, where you will be presenting your idea, your business model. Okay, so this is about your internship, what is the outcome? So I want you to become not an expert, at least have a basic idea of what a business a model Canva is and how to present a business model, and also know how to make a presentation. Okay, a pitching, ma'am, it would be in groups or individual, it would be in groups. Okay, no business is an individual, is a individual business. It is always made in groups. Okay. So I will get a list of people. Shubham, you have to help me in that. You have to give me teams. Either I can create random teams, or you would like to create and give it to me. Anything is fine with me.
Uh, how many teams do you require, ma'am? And what the size should be?
Maximum four in a team, four or five. How many people do we have?
We have around 70 to 80 students.
70 to 80. I think four is fine. We'll have 20 teams. In 2 days, we'll be able to finish presentations. So we are planning for a meetup and do presentation that I will talk to Arun about it. So before that, we have seven sessions. One is already over. Today we are on second. So we have to cover a lot of things. And the so this entire session is about from problem identification to creating a business model. What are the various blocks that you have to know and how you have to build it? Okay, any doubt? So if there are no doubts, give me a thumbs up so that we can start a presentation. Ma'am, will we get to know about all details related to the final presentations? Yeah, sure. So each and every class that what we do, what we teach, and you have to do the assignments, and the final presentation will be incorporation of all the sessions that we have covered. Okay, ठीक है, perfect. So let's start today's presentation. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. I have no idea what is your design thinking presentation. I will have to check, but this is going to be a proper business model. Okay, so imagine you are going to set up your own business, and um, so I would suggest, like, you have to do a presentation within 5 or 10 minutes where you explain everything. Why are you doing this? What are you doing? How are you doing? And how much are you selling it for? Or different blocks of business model Canva. So we will see in the later sessions what is a business model Canva and how to do it. Okay. So out of the all the blogs of ma'am, like Shark Tank, yes, yes. Okay. So let's start. So today's session is on the customer who doesn't exist yet. So we're going to talk about why do we identify a problem. Okay. So yes, so in the last session we spoke about what a problem should be, a problem that comprises of different pain points, okay, and how to prioritize a pain point, and also we also saw whom are you building it for, okay, who are the people who are facing this problem, and who are customers and who are consumers, okay, that is what we saw last time. So today we are gonna give a quick brief about what are customers and consumers. Are there anyone in your session today who is a newcomer? Say quickly a yes in the chat if this is your first session. Anybody? Okay, Shangaba, this is your first session. Anybody else other than Shang? Okay, perfect. So, Shan, maybe the first of the later 2 to 3 slides will be a brush up for you, because today's session we talked mostly about customer who doesn't exist yet. Okay, so today I want it to be more very conversation wise. So I don't want you to just keep quiet and just look at the presentations. I want you to keep typing in the chat. Okay. So I'm going to show you a few products. Okay. You have to tell me who is going to buy this quickly on the chat. Dog owners, pet lovers. Okay. Okay. Parents. Parents. Any parent? No. Okay. Dog owners, dog lovers. Exactly. Okay. So what problem is being solved from this? Okay. Pet owners on their pet birthday. None. No problem it solves. Okay. A quick check. How many of you own a dog? Dog or a cat or any pet? Say a yes in the chat box. Exactly. Ishika got the point. Perfect. So, not all cakes, not all biscuits, or not all eatables that we as human we eat, we can provide it to our pet dogs, right? Similar way, the cake that you see will be pet friendly. It might not have any sugar. It would have the contents that a pet can have, right? So this is a problem. Not all cakes are pet friendly. So a brand can make a pet friendly cake for them, and pet owners, if you see, they will be willing to buy anything for their pet. If I put a brand that it is pet friendly, people will spend thousands and thousands of money just to buy it. You know that, right? So let's see this. What is it? What is this on your screen? Headphones. So how about I say this is a noise cancelling headphone? Okay. AirPods. Okay. This is a noise cancelling earphones. For this, who's going to buy this and what problem is being solved? Gen Z. Okay. Students. Okay. Music lovers, teenagers. Okay. So, music lovers, a lot of people who are taking sessions or making videos, they are listening to something or they are recording something or they are having any meeting or any specific music directors or people, they need noise cancelling headphones that they are doing. What problem is being solved? Interruption, echo, there are umpteen problems in earphones and earbuds that a noise cancellation headphones can solve, right? This is what if I say this is a very premium smart water bottle, okay? This is a smart water bottle. It tells you a lot of things, okay? How much you have had the water, how much time you haven't had the water, or it can also tell you, it can also remind you to drink water. Okay? To yes, exactly, hydration conscious people. So who's going to buy this? A lot of people who are very conscious about being hydrated. Yes, gym trainers, gym freaks. Yes. What problem is being solved? What is the problem that is being solved? Okay, perfect. Perfect. So I just wanted to actually give you a gist that a product is always built only keeping a problem as a center. A product is always built only for customers and consumers. If there are no buyers for your product, a product does not exist. Okay? You can be a technology freak, you can be a product freak. But if there are no buyers for your product, there is no business. Okay? So always remember anything that you buy, it is always customer centric. Okay. A thing to remember, I'm also putting it on the chat. It is always customer centric. Imagine a consumer loves your product, but there is no customer to buy it. What will happen? Correct? So anything that you try to build in the future, you should always remember if there are any customers to buy it. Why so? Okay. I'll give you an example. Have you heard about Google Lens, Google Smart Glasses? है ना? So Google Smart Glasses was actually built with, very high technology, like pure deep tech. It had, a lot of from the scratch built code and a lot of technology involved. Okay. So Google spent millions of dollars to even, create that. But do you see Google Smart Glasses anywhere on the in the market? No, because there was no demand. There was no customers to buy it. World class technology. Obviously, Google has built it. They will make sure that it is world class. But if there are no buyers, who will buy it? If there are no customers, there is no demand. Who will buy it? Okay. So it is always important that anything that you build, there should be a customer centric product so that you will know who is using it and who will buy it. Okay. So a very quick brush up from last session, customer versus consumer. Customers are the people who pay and consumers who uses it. Customers and consumers can be same and can be different. So why Meta Class is doing the same things after Google does it? I will tell you one thing, okay? A lot of products was built for something, but were sold for something else. For example, can you guess what was the first objective of Coca-Cola, right? Coke. Why was that first? What was that first introduced as? Any guesses? Exactly, not to hydrate people. It was not a beer. It was a medicine. It was a cough syrup. Exactly. It was introduced as a cough syrup before, but Coke made a success when it was introduced as a cold drink, as a beverage. Okay. Mostly, so this is a lemonade concept that we will come across later, that you build something for something. For example, you know the sticky notes, right? The the innovator of the sticky notes, he was actually trying to build the world's strongest glue. Instead, he ended up making, a glue that could stick for a very less time, and that was used for making these sticky notes. So it does not matter कि आप क्या build करना start कर रहे हो. It is always how are you using it, and जुगाड़ method, that how are you selling it, right? So Google Smart Glasses that I was talking about, Meta, it has different methodology. There were a lot of patents also involved, but still they came up with something else. Right now they are hitting the market. Let's see where it goes. Okay. So can customers and consumers be same? Yes, it can be. Sometimes it's same, sometimes it's different. Defining customer validation. Yeah, so last session we did this also. We validated how a customer, how a customer is validated in the process. So it is based on the problem that they are facing and who will pay for it. Okay. Who is more important, customer or consumer? You have to always remember consumer and customers both are important for you. You have to satisfy both of them. Okay. Exactly. Both. Priyal Mittal, correct. So, customer is very important because if you only satisfy a consumer, what if the customer is not willing to pay? Then, no matter whatever you do, the customer will not buy the product for the consumer. Okay. What if a customer buys a product but the consumer does not like it? The next time the customer will not buy for the consumer. So, it's very important, consumer and customer. Okay. In today's session, we will see what our customer buying. What is that they see in you and why do they buy? Okay. Customer will pay only if the consumer is happy, and consumer will be able to use if the customer buys. For example, imagine you really like some product from Decathlon, which is, super costly, but you actually want it. But if the customer's budget does not match with the requirement of the consumer, the customer will not buy. In this case, you also have to see whether a customer will buy for the consumer. Okay. Now imagine a customer has bought a product, for example, some protein bar, a customer has bought it, and the consumer does not like the taste. Next time, the customer will not buy it because the consumer does not like. So it is very important that hand in hand, you take care both of the customer and consumer. Just 1 minute. Okay, let's go. So people don't buy products. Okay. If you think they are buying a shoe, a person does not buy a shoe. What does he buy? He buys convenience, he buys a status, confidence, safety, time, belonging, and achievement. For example, if I give you an option of buying a product from a local market, Okay. Uh, Maybe I'm buying a 500 rupees shoes for you. Okay. And in the other hand, I give you a shoe by Nike. Which one will you prefer? A shoe from market which costs 500 rupees and Nike on the other hand. Why did you select Nike? Why? It is famous, it is recognized, it is a brand because it's a popular brand. Really? Exactly. It's better quality. They have a brand because they have given you best features. They have given you comfort. They have given you confidence that even if I run for, even if I walk for 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer continuously, I will not get leg pain, right? The quality, the safety, the confidence in a brand, that is what matters. So people do not buy just a product. What all they see, they want to see whether it is good, whether it is, it has safety in it, whether it gives you confidence, whether the most of all, whether it is convenient, whether it gives you comfort. Okay. For example, what if I tell you this Nike shoe? Can you see the shoe on the slide? This Nike shoe I checked on internet is it is 25 lakhs. It is 25 lakhs worth because they buy performance, identity, and aspiration. Okay. Now, why is there time? What does it do? I did not get it, Navya. Sorry. Navya, can you explain? I did not get your question. Okay. So moving on, the biggest startup mistake that we will come across is every startup or any person who says ki we are building for everyone. It's a very big myth and it's a very wrong statement. You never build a product for everyone. For example, can you give me any product, right from toothpaste or anything that could say that it is built for everybody? Soap, which soap? Phone, which phone? Clothes, which cloth? See, these, what you're saying are categories. Can you give me a product? Car, which car? For each product, I can tell you there are people who will not buy it. What if the Fortuner is not budget friendly? I will not buy it. Colgate. Okay, what if a person has a very sensitive teeth? He will not go for Colgate. They will go for Sensodyne. Brush. What if I say there are people who do not use brush properly? They have specialized brush with nano bristles. Which brush are you talking about? If a car is expensive, low class, exactly. None of the product is built for everybody. Petrol. What if I have a diesel car? Give me one product and you tell me, like, one brand name that everyone will use it. You name it. Bisleri, why will I have if I have RO water? Pizza Hut, no. What if a person is, allergic to lactose? He will not use it. Tata Salt, what if somebody uses only rock salt? No, I'm a guy. I don't use safety pin. What would you do? So exact wood. No, I don't use wood. What would you do with that? Wood is a material. I'm not talking about materials. I'm talking about one product. So a person from village will not be accessible to any smartphone. So they will not be able to use Google. So what we are trying to say is when a person says we are building for everyone, it's a myth. It's a very big myth. You should never start with anything that we are building for everyone. Okay? If everyone is your customer, then nobody is your customer. If you try to reach out to everybody, there are possibilities that you reach none. Successful startups begin with a specific customer group. Okay. They start with small, then they try to expand to different other categories. But it is a big myth when you say that I'm trying to build it for everybody. Okay. So most entrepreneurs focus on usually when a product is built, they try to do a lot of market analysis. Okay. A product is not just built within a day. It takes years, it takes months for building a product. And before building a product, a lot of analysis goes on. Okay. Usually we start with age, gender, income, and occupation. Like for example, if I if I in if I make one if I build a product, a phone maybe, I would say this is high tech. So the age would be between 15. These days kids start using the smartphones from 15, so 15 to we would say 30, 35 maybe. Then gender we would say usually this anybody, like male or female, they can do it. Income has since it is going to be a premium phone, the income that I'm looking at is minimum 60,000 per month. And occupation, if it is anybody, like software engineer or travel enthusiast or anything as such. Okay. So most entrepreneurs only focus on these parameters, but customers are much more than that. It is not just about the demographics, it's not about just age, gender, because people keep changing. We also can see 50 plus 60 plus people going for trekking these days. So it doesn't matter ki, uh, it is very important that you have to explore other parameters. To understand buyers, we need to understand goals, motivations, frustrations, behaviors, and emotions. It's not just about age, gender, income, occupation. These are called as demographics, right? But also you have to know their pattern, what motivates them, what frustrates them the more. Like, for example, a phone that discharges very soon, very fast. Those kind of frustration, we don't need it. So, basic psychometric analysis is also made. So, most entrepreneurs also focus on aspiration, beliefs, lifestyle, attitudes, motivation. For example, uh, so in this era, you can see a lot of people being, very crazy for Apple products, right? So, which is not important for everybody. So, a lifestyle, the attitude, a person, how he gets motivated to buy the next Apple series. So, I also know I have friends who keep checking Apple website and also waiting for the next release, and they'll be ready to buy it, right? So those kind of motivations or lifestyle, what are their aspiration beliefs? These are also few parameters that people need to know. Exactly. Apple has also the best privacy features, correct? Next. Most entrepreneurs focus on, the example that I gave, a 25-year-old female software engineer. This is demographic. They know the age, they know the occupation, they know the gender, they also know which category she is. Okay, she is a software engineer. So, based on this, they will make their categories. But what do they need to know is, uh, you know, uh, she works long hours, wants convenience, values health, hates wasting time. This is psychographic that I was talking about. Okay. These help in describing the product centric, the customer centric products that you build. This will help to describe it more. Okay. So this is something called as customer. Just 1 minute. Can you see? Just 1 minute. I'm just resharing. Okay. This is called as value proposition Canva. So customer value proposition talks about how are you connecting customers' needs with what you want to build. Have you ever seen this in your design thinking class or anywhere? Have you seen this Canva? Quickly write yes or no. Okay, perfect. So this is called as customer value proposition. Okay, CVP, something we call as. So customer value proposition maps what are the needs of the customers, what do they feel some add-ons that they would require and some pain points that they have that they want to rectify. Okay, we will come to this again, but before that I want to tell you something about jobs to be done. Can you see in my right side on my screen, the extreme right, there are something called as customer jobs. Okay, so this is the most important thing that a person will buy something for. For example, I'm giving you a scenario. Imagine me with my friends on a very sunny day, on a very, very hot day. We are somewhere out and we are very tired and super because it's sunny. We say ki, let's go to McD. We sit there. Okay. Then we buy some Happy Meals and we are eating. We are there for hour or so. So in this scenario, what do you think is my most important thing? What was my jobs to be done? This scenario. What is the basic thing that I went to McD? Why did I go to McD? Eating food, shelter to eat, shelter and a good environment, relax. Okay, exactly. My first thing was I was I was tired and it was super sunny and I wanted a place to relax with my friends, okay? Just sit and chill. That was my first thing. My jobs to be done was not eating at all. I was just hanging out with my friends. I wanted a cooler place where I can sit and talk to my friends in a better place. Okay? This was my basic jobs to be done. Okay? Next, when I talk about uh, you know, so I went to McD. I ordered some fries. I ordered Happy Meals. This is my game. I go to a place if there is AC, it is good. There are chairs, there are comfortable environment. Yes, those are my gains. Okay. Now pains can be I go there, I do not have cash. I wanted UPI payment. And they said there is no net. Now that becomes my pains. Are you understanding? Three things in a single situation. First, I wanted a place where there is no, sun and there is no humid. I just wanted to sit and relax with my friends. That was my customer jobs. Okay. The next, I thought कि चलो अभी बैठे हैं हम. So I want to sit near AC where I don't feel too much of heat. So near AC I sit. I also order some food. These are my gains. Even if there is no AC or I don't get a place near to AC, or even if Happy Meals are not there, my primary purpose of sitting with my friends to relax is being done. That is my customer jobs. Okay. So gains will be anything that comes even if it is not there, my customer jobs is being done. Okay. So those are my gains. If I have any pains, okay, for example, UPI payment was a problem, or if I want to attend a meeting and there is no Wi-Fi at all over there, that becomes a problem. Or if there is a very noisy gang sitting there, okay, I want to relax with my friends. In that place, there is a birthday party going or a gang that is very noisy. They are there. That is pains to me. Okay. Understand a scenario and different sub scenarios in a particular situation. Can you, are you with me? Say a yes. Otherwise, I'll repeat it. This is very important for you to know. Okay. Perfect. Why is this important? This is very, okay. I will repeat again. So a scenario where I'm out with my friends. It's a very sunny day, okay? It's a very sunny day. I want to sit and relax. I want a place where all four of my friends, we sit and talk to each other, where I don't feel the heat. I am looking for a place. So we go to McD. That is my customer jobs. The basic thing that I need it to be done is my customer jobs. Okay? When I go there, I sit near an AC or a cooler, whatever it is available. Then I also order for some food, which is my favorite food. Then I order it. While we are ordering, there is no UPI transaction, available because there is no Wi-Fi or net accessibility. Okay, so in this situation, my customer jobs to be done is that the basic thing that I wanted, that is sit in an environment where there is no heat, relax with my friends, is my customer jobs to be done. The gains is I got a place in the McD where the AC, the air was, I got a place where the AC was accessible. Okay. Another, the things that I wanted to order was also available. This is my gains. My pains can be there was no network accessible over there. Otherwise, I would have done UPI payment. So these are some pains. For example, if there was some, uh, you know, uh, uh, my pains can be, what if the softy machine was not working? That could be a pain. Or there was very noisy people sitting next to me. They were, screaming. They were enjoying, but they were screaming, creating a lot of noise. So I wasn't able to talk to my friend. So these are some pains. Okay. So to map this, what happens is you create some solution. ठीक है? Solution कैसे बनते हैं? The basic thing that a customer needs, right? That becomes your product and service. Always remember the basic problem that a person suffers become, your products and services are built on them. Okay. Now, the gains that somebody wanted, for example, AC, they wanted Wi-Fi, things that way becomes your gain creators. Okay. Now imagine there were pains like, there is no UPI transactions over there, or they do not have the softy machine running, or there is no provision for, calm place. It is very noisy. These are pains. So anything that you address at the pains, that becomes your pain relievers. Okay. Yes, exactly. The square box becomes your solution. And how do you map this? I will tell you. The jobs to be done becomes your proposed solution, the product or service. Okay. The pains become your pain relievers and gains become your gain creators. Always important. So, for example, your product has 10 features. Okay. Imagine your product has 10 features. These features you have to introduce only on the basis of the priority thing. The most priority thing should always be your jobs to be done. Okay. The second priority has to be the pains. The least priority has to be your gains. Always remember. Okay. Jobs to be done will be your priority. Second will be pains. And third will be gains. So even if the pains and the gains are not being addressed, your jobs to be done will be fine. The basic thing that needs to be done should happen. But there are some times that the jobs to be done will have some problem. Those are the pains that you need to address. ठीक है? Gains मिले या ना मिले, आपका jobs to be done और pain relieved होना चाहिए. Are you getting this? I will also give you an example of Ola using this scenario. But are you with me? Jobs to be done, pains and gains. Say yes in the group, in the chat box if okay. Priyal did not get it. Okay, I'll explain it again. Anybody else? Okay, perfect. Okay, ma'am, please explain customer jobs. Okay, let's get an example of Ola. Okay, the basic thing for Ola that you use is okay, pain relievers and gain creators. Okay, I'll give you an example of Ola. Everybody has used cab system, right? So the basic thing that you use an application that books a cab is because let's go back to the earlier days how it used to happen. Imagine I had to go to airport or I have to go to railway station. I used to go to the road and check if there are any autos available, or I have to do I had to pre-book a cab for dropping me from my place to airport. Okay, this used to be a scenario before. But when Ola was introduced in India, what actually happened? The basic jobs to be done was wherever you are, you use the application to book your cab to safely, ठीक है, to safely drop you from one place to another. This was the jobs to be done. The basic thing was to move from one place to another from wherever you are, just book it and the person will drop you from one place to another. This was the basic thing, jobs to be done. Okay. When this started happening, people noticed कि, the drivers were charging more. Okay. And there were dynamic price issues. There were no safety. Okay. All these problems started happening. Those were pains. Okay. People felt these are the pains. Then what happened? They started introducing they introduced a fixed amount that this is what we will calculate. There are no dynamic price that is going to happen. It is going to be a fixed price. Okay, they introduced that. Then for safety purpose, they also introduced emergency contact details and also that you can share your right details to your guardians. That also they introduced. So all pains they addressed with pain relievers. Then came something like what if we had, coupon facility? What if we had uh, Wi-Fi in the cab? And also, what if we had a provision to pre-book the cab? So all these were gains. अगर गेन नहीं भी होता तो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह आप जा सकते हो. दैट इज अ बेसिक थिंग. ओके. अगर गेन नहीं होता तब भी आप पेन एड्रेस करके देर आर नो प्रॉब्लम्स फॉर यू टू मूव फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर with comfort, with convenience, with safety, and with proper amenities. But gains are something that are add-ons for you, whether it is introduced or not introduced. Your basic jobs to be done uh, will be taken care of. Did you get this? Any doubt in this? Jobs to be done is the basic requirement of a customer. Pains are problems that comes, okay. Pains are problems that might come when you are giving a solution for the jobs to be done. But gains are some add-ons. Even if you don't give it, it's fine for me. एक आइसक्रीम का लेते हैं, ठीक है? यू हैव अ क्रेविंग फॉर हैविंग आइसक्रीम, ओके? यू हैव अ क्रेविंग फॉर आइसक्रीम, दैट इज योर जॉब्स टू बी डन. पेन्स इज, अगर मैं आपको आइसक्रीम हाथ में देती हूँ तो मेल्ट होगा, करेक्ट? दीज आर पेन्स, करेक्ट? मैं गेन्स क्या कर रही हूँ? इफ यू बाय आइसक्रीम फ्रॉम मी, आई गिव यू 50% ऑफ ऑन योर नेक्स्ट आइसक्रीम. दिस इज योर गेन. अगर मैं आपको डिस्काउंट नेक्स्ट परचेज में नहीं भी दूंगी, तो यू विल ईट आइसक्रीम, दैट इज योर जॉब्स टू बी डन. आई एम एनीवे गिविंग यू आइसक्रीम. अब प्रॉब्लम, अगर मैं आपको आइसक्रीम दूंगी तो हाथ में मेल्ट होगा. सो फॉर दैट पेन, आई एम गिविंग यू पेन रिलीवर, एज आई एम गिविंग यू सम प्लेट, or I'm giving you a wrapper. So these are the differences that you create for your customer. So any feature that you bring in, you have to understand whether it is important or not. Is it relevant or not? If you take your smartphone, you can actually find hundreds of features in a phone, but not everything you use it, correct? Even if your phone does not have 50 megapixel, the basic jobs to be done of a phone is what? Calling somebody. Wherever you are, you're calling somebody in US. That is the basic jobs to be done of a phone. अगर उस फोन वो वाला फोन जल्दी ड्रेन आउट हो जाता है, the battery is drained off quickly, so that is a pain. That is, how do they do this? The battery will be enhanced, correct? That is the pain reliever. I give you on top of that 50 megapixel ye, AI recognition. I give you fingerprint or not. These are some gains. Even if it is not there, your jobs to be done is fine. That a phone will make you connect two people from different places. What is the difference between gains and pain? Gains are add-ons, but pains give you some problems to achieve those jobs to be done. Did you get this? Pains are problems. And how do you relieve them? Are pain relievers. Gain, add-ons. कुछ चाहिए होगा. If you do that, those are gain creators. Is jobs to be done solution enough? I will tell you what. If you only concentrate on jobs to be done, a lot of time people do that, okay? They only come, they only do for jobs to be done. What if you have competitors who give more than that? Then people will go to your competitor. So it is very important that you also give them something else also, but depending that it is important for that person. Okay? Is it clear now? Perfect. I'll tell you why. It is a very basic but an important concept, because uh, a lot of time what happens is people say ki, this is my product. It has 15 features. And what does it do? What problem does it solve? This is the problem. And if you see the 15 features that your product gives, a lot of time, only three products will serve the problem. All others are irrelevant even for the customers. So it is very important that all the features that you mentioned are relatively, useful for the customers. Okay. So, just say for example, I'll give you another example. Okay. There are two shops. Okay, you go for grocery shop, both the shops are grocery shops, but in one shop, uh, so your mother says ki, go and buy harvest wheat bread. Okay, you go, but in one shop you get only harvest wheat bread, but in another shop there is a deal, harvest wheat bread ke saath you get uh, Kit Kat free. Which shop will you go and buy? Second job, exactly. The basic jobs to be done was what? You had to bring harvest bread, correct? But because there is an add-on, there is a gain when you go to the second job, you will go to the second job. That is what always happens. विजय सेल्स में अगर आपको डिस्काउंट मिल जाता है 5% का गूगल पिक्सल फोन पे, you will always go to Google Pix, you will always go to Vijay Sales for purchasing it. So gains are also important, but sometimes gains are not necessary. What I'm trying to tell you is even if the Kit Kat was not there, the basic thing is what? You have to buy the harvest bread. Okay? The the game creators and pain relievers can keep changing because people have different problems in different time. So if they have pain in different, lot of pains and different time they have different pains, you have to keep changing the pain relievers. Okay? Now, how would you know what is your jobs to be done? Okay? The formula for jobs to be done is this: when dash I want to dash and so I can dash. For example, when I work late, I want food delivered quickly so I can focus on work. Take care. Imagine you go to your customer, they say, when I'm hungry, I want to I want to eat healthy food so I can concentrate on my health also. So this is the jobs to be done. Very, very simple. They won't say, I want this also, I want that also, I want it to be cheap also, I want it to be stored for 10 days also. It is all add-ons. Anything also comes are all add-ons. The basic thing is, the problem is I'm working late. I want the food to be delivered quickly. Why? Because I can focus on my work. I don't have to do any other work. This is it. I am not saying कि I want hot food. I'm not saying I want the best food. I want saying the food prepared by my mother or homemade food. I'm not saying that. I'm saying basic thing. Basic. I'm working late. I need my food to be delivered because I don't want to travel, okay? Because I have a lot of work. So I can focus on my work. This is a small, very, very simple. JTBD is jobs to be done. Is there pain? See, here there is no pain. Here is a problem. I need a solution. Why do I need a solution? Is also there. ठीक है? Jobs to be done. We are only talking about here is jobs to be done. I'm not talking about pain. I'm not talking about failures. I am only talking about jobs to be done. Okay? So famous jobs to be done example is by McD. The one which I gave you is my own example. Okay? But I will tell you a very, very famous example was this. Customers hired milkshakes because long commute, easy to consume, and keep them full. So what happens is, so so in US when McD was there, they started selling this milkshakes. Okay? It was not the burgers that were highly sold. There were not, other French fries or things that were, highly sold. It was the milkshake. I'll tell you why. Because a McD that was placed somewhere and people used to commute from there, they they always bought this milkshake. And upon asking them, why do you always buy milkshakes? That was their answer that they had a very long commute and milkshakes were, very easy to consume and it always kept them full because it was a big milkshake glass. They could have, something that they can sip regularly and they don't fall sleepy. Okay? That was a very there was a very basic need that they had, and McD had milkshakes. Why it was famous? Because the competitor wasn't another milkshake. It was so nearby. It was all banana. It was bagel. It was coffee. Coffee, banana, or bagel, if you see, you can eat it very quickly. But the milkshake was something that they could sip for a very long commute and they could not fall sleepy. Please repeat the formula. Okay. Can you take a screenshot of this quickly? The formula is uh the formula is this. When, and you have to fill it based on your uh problem that you have chosen. You remember the first assignment that you had given? You can feel this. When I work late, I want food delivered quickly so I can focus on work. This is something that it is like, for example, if you go to a person who is facing a problem, you ask them, what is that you need and why do you need it? Correct? That is how they are supposed to answer. For example, please ask me until 8:30 or 8. Today's class will be till 8:30, Bhumika. Okay? So this is an example of jobs to be done. The very basic thing that you want to, if the people want to do. Okay. So this is the value proposition that I was talking about. I have an activity around. I will share this in the group that you were submitting your assignments on. I want you to concentrate on the problem statement that you had spoken about. Any problem statement. I saw somebody talking about this water, clean water thing. Somebody spoke about this fashion. Somebody spoke about food. So I want you to concentrate on this and just focus on this part, the right side part, customer jobs to be done. What is the basic thing that people need? Any gains and what are the pains? You can ask ChatGPT to help you out in this, but also have your own thought process. Okay. You don't have to rely completely on AI. Have your thought process and ask the AI to assist you. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you're with me. Perfect. Let us see some examples. Okay. The Uber that we were talking about. Contact a good taxi service. Wait without ETA, pay for trip, control cost for ride. Okay, these were the basic things that Uber started with. Okay, why Uber was started? These were the basic things that people wanted. Okay, and how was this created? You see to the left hand side, the products and services. For these jobs to be done, they created passenger mobile application, variety of cabs, right from, if you see Uber, you have Uber Go, you have sedan, you have SUV, right? And they also introduced discounts. Okay? Now see the pains here. Low cab availability, need to book in advance, bad drivers, payment issue, cash or card. Okay? For this, they have created pain relievers, flawless automatic payment. Because there was a payment issue, they created a flawless automatic payments system. For low cab availability, they introduced 24/7 availability of cabs. For bad drivers, they introduced driver rating. So if you nowadays, if you book a cab, you can see the rating of the driver, and you can also see how many rides he has taken, what is the rating of the driver and all. Okay? Need to book in advance. They have introduced ETA for the ride. Correct? Now come to gains. One click order or cancel. Tracking, trusted driver, zero time for payment. So for this, they have created game creators as a rating system for trusted driver, manage all trips on the same platform, automatic card payment, and navigate trip on the map. See, for a lot of problems, you can have one solution and you can say this also does this feature and that feature. For example, the can you see automatic card payment? It is also there as pain relievers. The problem was what? Payment issue in cash or card. Here in the games, there was zero time for payment, right? In both the cases, the solution that they have created is automatic card payment. Are you getting this? And always remember that a value proposition Canva will be based on a survey that you take from a customer, a survey that you take from a person who is undergoing a problem. You go to them, you talk to them, and understand what is the jobs to be done that you want, what are the gains, and what are the pains that you require. Okay? These are examples, and then you map it with your own solution that I am going to come up with this. Okay? Are you with me? Bad and trusted drivers, how both? Okay. Bad drivers are rash drivers. Trusted drivers are, a driver, maybe, you know, he is unsafe. You feel unsafe to travel with, or he talks to you differently, or, anything can be that. A bad driver is a person, maybe he does not adhere to, you know, traffic rules, or he does not have license, he keeps calling, so any a bad driver can also be trusted if he drives good. So you have to understand. So any person who is actually onboarded on the driver list, he should be polite, he should be cooperative, he should not ask you more money, right? These are the things that also happens. You reach a place and the driver asks for more money, right? All these problems are there. Can we switch to some other problem different from the... Yes, you can, Namrita. You can freely go and switch to any problem. Till this value proposition, you can do that. Another example is Toyota. Toyota ka, I have given you value proposition. Since we have shortage of time for today, I'm going to share this slides with Shubham. He will share it with you. So this is also another example for a restaurant. ठीक है? If you see for a restaurant, the jobs to be done, see this. Make the order, drive to restaurant, walk to a nearby restaurant, eat the meal, pay the bill. These were some problems that they had. They made a platform. They had an application. They also had a website. This is for ordering food. Okay. So there are two assignments that I'm gonna give you. One is the value proposition Canva that you have to prepare for the uh, problem that you will be selecting. You have to anticipate the problems that people are facing. And how do you do that? In the last class, we had seen that you can come across reviews on internet, you can come across reviews on different platforms, right? Use those platforms to know the jobs to be done, the repeated problems that you see, and a few of the problems, or they say this can also should have been given. These are pain and the gains. You can actually customize, categorize based on that. Okay? Now, based on this, there is something that I want you to do. Something called as anti-persona. Okay? So one, uh, so usually what people do is they try to make a product and they say this person will be my ideal customer, and for that they will create something called as persona. ठीक है? जैसे कि imagine I am making one uh, lipstick that can some lipstick that costs around 5,000 bucks. Okay? Usually lipsticks are not this much costly, like 5,000 bucks. It will be around 500 to 1,000 maximum, right? 500 to 2,000 maximum. 5,000 is a very premium lipstick that I'm talking about. In that way, what I will do is for this 5,000, I would say the age that I'm looking for is between 20 to 35 who will be, buying this product. And I would also say this has to be female, and uh, this lipstick will be bought by a person who earns minimum of 50,000 per month or 1 lakh per month. These are some categories that I make, like, this is my persona. But what people do not actually do is who will not buy my product. Now imagine if I start thinking in that way, who will not buy my product or who will not use my platform. That way you can eliminate concentrating on the people who will not buy. For example, most businesses focus on ideal customers. Okay, they will say ki, my person will buy my product for this money. They will utilize this, they will come back again after 1 month to buy my product. All this happens. But let us do the opposite. Who would never buy your product? This is called an anti persona. For example, this is what do you uh, what do you get with the picture that is there on the screen? What is there on the screen? What is the solution? Exactly. It's a smart fitness app. Whatever you work out, it senses ki you're doing it properly, you're not doing properly, how much time you have done it, and it also says you might have reduced this many calories and things that way. Now tell me, for anti-persona activity, for this fitness application, who will never buy this platform? Who will never subscribe to this platform? Okay, disabled people, old and diseased. Okay. And exactly somebody who doesn't exercise. Somebody who doesn't work out at all, right? So these are the people who is like who doesn't exercise, doesn't own smartphone. Imagine there is a person who doesn't have a smartphone. How will he use it? Correct? He will not be able to use it. So he will never buy this. Doesn't care about health. Okay, I'm one such person. I don't do workout, so I do not care. So that is not my priority. A person who has a priority that they have to do this, they might even. But a person who doesn't care about the health, he will not buy. And who is not willing to pay. Imagine this comes for 1,200 per month. A person who doesn't care about health, who is not willing to pay, he will not buy it. Correct? So in this case, for the people to buy this, so you will make some, either you will take initiatives for these category people to make buy your platform, or you will not concentrate on this person at all. There are two possibilities, correct? So in that way, why anti-persona matters? So first, when you do anti-persona, you have a sharper targeting of customer segment, correct? And you also have better marketing because you eliminate, I don't want to concentrate on reaching out to these people. So I will concentrate only on the people who are not under this category. So how efficiently will I do it? So when I eliminate certain person for not targeting, I actually reduce my cost of acquisition, customer acquisition cost, something called as CAC. I will reduce it because I'm not concentrating on that person. So this gives me a stronger value proposition. A value proposition will help you to stand out from the competitor. Why a person always buy one product is because it is better than the other competitor's product. So that is a stronger value proposition. Okay. Now it is already 8:11. I don't want to get into pricing and other things. चलो ठीक है, let's try to finish this within the next 5 minutes. So whatever you buy it, it is very important to know whether your customer will pay for it. Correct? It is always supposed to be customer centric as we started. So customer will will buy your product only if it is cost efficient. It should be budget friendly for them, correct? So pricing is psychology. First, the customer has to be willing to pay. This is called as willingness to pay. So everything that you make has to then concentrate on pricing. So maximum amount a customer is willing to pay for a solution is what is called as willingness to pay. Imagine I make the best cake. Okay, I have put in a lot of effort. I have put in rich uh, ingredients. Like, for example, I have put a lot of almonds, cashew, and it costed me around 2000 bucks. Now, because I have put already 2000 into this, and my time of 1 or 2 hours, and other consumables like electricity, a lot of sugar, and other things, I am now trying it to sell it for 6,000 rupees. Now imagine the same cake, some other person buying it, uh, but maybe not with too much of nutrients. But a person will see, acha cashew wala cake. I will when I can get it for 2,000 rupees. Why will a person will pay for 6,000 to buy it from me? Correct. So always it has to be budget friendly. So you have to know when you are introducing a product, the customer should have a willingness to pay. So the maximum price a customer can pay to you can be the willingness to pay. Take care. And why customers pay different prices? So different customer are willing to pay different prices. For example, I will give you a very best example. A person going from Delhi to Mumbai. Okay, imagine a person wants to go from Delhi to Mumbai and they want to take flight. Different people spend different money on the same journey to reach to Mumbai on the same day. Why and how? Give me example. Imagine Shaurya, Harditya, Divyanshi, and Swasti. Okay, the last four people on the chart. They they go from Delhi to Mumbai, same flight, Indigo flight, same they go, but they pay different prices. Why? Comfort, convenience, and what else? Okay, correct. Different seats, different facilities, different services. Exactly. Few people want to go in business class, few they want only aisle wala seat, few they want to have extra baggages, they'll pay extra for luggages. Few people want to eat something on the flight, so they will buy a few things, right? So a lot of things, preferences, window seat ka preference, anything can be there, right? So different people are willing to pay different prices. Why? Because value depends on urgency, income, alternatives, convenience, and emotional value. I'll give you example for each. For example, a person has to reach to Mumbai in the next 3 hours because someone is very serious and they want to meet them. So that is an urgency. Urgency makes different customers pay different money. Next, income. Okay? Imagine a person earning 50,000 a month and a person earning 10,000 a month. A a person will not spend too much who's earning lesser money, right? But in the case a person is willing to pay, has good fund, good salary income, he would definitely want to pay for his comfort and convenience. Third, alternatives. If a person has better alternatives, why would he spend more or why cannot he spend more? ठीक है? Then convenience. A person will pay less for example, a person will also accept कि free seat है तो बीच में भी बैठ जाए. But a person will see कि यार I need convenience. Convenience is my priority. I need extra baggages. I need space to space. So he will even spend an extra 1,000 rupees to have convenience. Emotional value. I'll give you example, okay? Imagine, imagine a place, uh, a hotel maybe, where you used to go out with your friend, ठीक है, a restaurant or anything. Once upon a time, it was cheap, but right now, if even if it is very costly, with emotional value to get the nostalgic, feeling, you will, you will you will be willing to pay extra price to go and enjoy that emotional value at a place, correct? So these are some reasons why customers pay different prices for the same things. The same product can have different value for different people, ठीक है? For example, this is a bottle. बिस्लरी बिस्लरी का नॉर्मल पानी भी आता है, बट वेदिका इज अ ब्रांड, ओके? वेदिका इज वन टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्ट फ्रॉम बिस्लरी. Regularly, it comes at 60 rupees. But when you go to airport, it is sold at twice or more than that also. So this was so because we do not have much time. We have 12 more minutes. Let's quickly say, okay, for online skill course, estimate what these customers would pay. Imagine there is a skill course and these are different category of customers: school student, college student, job seeker, working professional, senior executive. For example, there is a course on data science. Okay, I want you to tell me what are the estimate that these customers would pay. Take 2 minutes. No, you have to tell me how much. Estimate the price that each customer would pay. 10,000 for which category? School student, college student. You have to tell me school student how much he'll pay, college student how much he'll pay, job seeker how much he'll pay. Okay, school student will pay 10,000 now. Okay. How much will a college student pay? Okay. Then what about a job seeker? Okay. Working professional. Okay, I have something. School student will pay 2,000 and okay. College student 5,000, job seeker 6,000, working professional. Okay, this much. Correct. Okay. ठीक है. So understand one concept that we spoke about. Okay. For different people, they pay different on need basis. If there is a data science course, a school student might pay because he has interest in that. A college student might pay that he wants to earn a credit in the college or he wants to pursue the career path. That's why he wants to pay. But a job seeker would pay more because he wants he wants to pursue that to get a job. But a working professional, he wants to do that because he will get an increment or he needs to know this skill set, correct? But for a senior executive, he wants to do this because it will be an add-on for him. So for different people, those will be different use cases, different needs. On the need basis, they'll pay differently. Are you getting me? Any doubt in this? For different people, it is always different needs and different use cases. That is why they'll be willing to pay different prices. ठीक है? For example, imagine uh, there is a puja at your place and you have to buy ghee. Okay? So, based on different requirements and based on different preferences, based on different budget constraints, people will buy different ghees. A ghee that can come for 500 rupees, the same ghee with different brand value, it will come around 1200. Few people will not even buy it. They would be, I will prepare ghee only at my place. I will do that. So people have different needs and different options and also different preferences. Only based on that, they'll pay different prices. Are you getting me? Any doubt in this? Okay. Sunny says no. Why? Why? If I am traveling in a flight, okay, imagine I am there. Imagine my friend is there with me. So I'm ready to pay even 1,000 rupees extra or to have a window seat. But my friend, on the other hand, says, no, I do not want to spend even a single penny on this. She's even ready to sit in the middle seat, even becoming a sandwich between two person. It's okay for her, but I am willing to pay more to have convenience. Acha, you typed no to express you have no doubts. Okay, perfect. So understand that when you build a product, there are chances that people will pay and few people will not pay. And different people have different band of the pricing. Correct? So you have to put in analysis, you have to do some analysis to understand what will be the exact pricing model for you. Okay? Okay. So I actually have few slides more, but we will conclude it today here. So we will take questions as of now because we have only 6 to 7 minutes left. Any questions for me? Yes, you have. The assignment for today would be the value proposition Canva that you have to do. This is the value proposition Canva that you have to do. Any topic, any problem that you have figured out, talk to the person, talk to the relevant customer, and you have to come across what is the jobs to be done. The basic thing, the basic thing that they want to rectify, that will be the jobs. Then any gains or pains that they have. The deadline, you can actually give me this on Wednesday. Wednesday will be a different topic for you on branding on marketing and branding. So I would suggest you can give it to me by next Wednesday, the coming Wednesday. Where to submit, you can put it in the group. You can submit it in the group, the entrepreneurship group. Any other doubt? Okay. Thank you, Harditya. Any questions for me, or we can sign out for today? We still have 5 more minutes if you want if you have any questions, please repeat the assignment. Okay, so the assignment is the value proposition Canva that you have to submit. For any problem statement that you have chosen, you have to talk to relevant people who are facing that problem, and you have to jot down the jobs to be done, what is the pains or the gains that you have that you have asked them. Okay. Sure, sure. If you have no more doubts, we can sign out today. Yes, I will. I will share my slides with you. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shubham. So I think it is done for the day. You can sign out.
Oh, all right, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shubham. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, guys. We are closing this window.